Hi, and welcome back. My name is Jessica Leichtweisz, founder and CEO of Hope Education Services. Every week, I answer a question sent in by either parents or teachers about autism and ABA. So tonight, the question I'm answering is, what is an extinction burst? Actually, the question I got is, why is my child's behavior getting worse before it gets better? But the technical term for that is called an extinction burst. So when you're reducing a behavior, oftentimes extinction's used. And by reducing, I mean you're trying to get a child to stop doing a behavior. Extinction's used. And what that means is you're going to stop reinforcing a behavior that previously worked for the child. So I'm going to give an example. Let's say that Nate cries every time he wants a cookie. Nate can't talk, so he goes to the refrigerator where the cookies are on top of the refrigerator. He sits at the refrigerator and he starts crying. Then mom says, "Oh, Nate, did you want a cookie?" And he walks up to the refrigerator and she gives Nate a cookie. Well, Nate doesn't have another way of asking for cookies, so crying is his primary way of communicating he wants a cookie. And that's been reinforced by mom, who gave him a cookie every time he cries. So now Nate's receiving ABA services, and mom is saying, look, I want Nate to stop crying all the time. So the therapist says, okay, well, we're going to now put crying on extinction. So anything that previously worked, Nate got by crying, we're no longer going to give it to him. So in the past, crying worked for getting a cookie, but now it's on extinction. So now we're not going to give Nate a cookie. We're not going to reinforce the crying. We're not going to give Nate a cookie when he cries. So Nate goes up to the refrigerator and he starts crying, and mom completely ignores him. She doesn't walk over and give him a cookie. Nate's confused because previously this worked. So Nate's like, well, crying's not going to work. Well, what else can I do? So now Nate cries, but he throws himself on the floor and he starts kicking the refrigerator. And that's also not working. So Nate starts getting really, really angry and he starts throwing things around the kitchen. He's trying to get mom's attention. He's trying to let her know, Mom, I really, really want a cookie. But none of the ways he got it in the past, the crying that he got it in the past, it's no longer working. So the behavior is escalating. That's called an extinction burst. That happens every single time you put a behavior on extinction. It's when the child's figuring out, okay, well, this old way of asking for my cookie is not working, so what else do I need to do? That's why it's so important to be teaching replacement behaviors, which we made another video on when you're putting a behavior on extinction or reducing a behavior. But an extinction burst will occur pretty much every time. So parents, if your child just started receiving ABA and it seems like the behavior could be getting a little worse, unfortunately, it probably will until it does go away. And the good news is eventually Nate's going to realize, okay, you know what? None of this crying, none of the screaming, none of the yelling, none of the throwing is going to get me a cookie. I'm just not going to do it anymore. And eventually the behavior will stop and you won't see it anymore. So that's what we're working towards and that's what we're looking for. But it may get worse before it gets better. So I hope that answers your question, and thank you for the person who sent it in. If you have any other questions, please email me. My email is jessica@jessicaleichtweisz.com. I love to get your questions and I love to answer them and help you. If this is your first time checking out our channel, please subscribe. We post at least one video per week, and I look forward to helping you in the future and seeing you comment and share our videos on our YouTube channel and on Facebook. Until next week, make it an amazing week, and I hope this suggestion has helped.